Picture this. You wake up in a high-rise apartment, pull open the curtains, and boom. Your view isn't some beige suburbia. Nope. It's a skyline that looks like SimCity got addicted to energy drinks. Down below, Ferraris casually idling in the Starbucks drive-thru. Out in the desert, camels just vibin', with 5G coverage that's probably faster than your Wi-Fi back home. And here's the kicker. You're working remotely. Your boss, thousands of miles away. Your paycheck, dropping straight into your account in dollars, euros, crypto, whatever. And Uncle Sam, he's not touching a dime of it. Zero, income, tax. Sounds like paradise, right? A luxury lifestyle, sunshine all year, and a passport stamp that makes your Instagram grid look like a travel magazine. But wait, before you start Googling flights and ordering a suitcase off Amazon, let's pump the brakes. Because here's the part people don't plaster on their reels. Paradise comes with fine print. Like, sure, you can live big here, but are you ready for 15-hour lattes? For real, that's not a meme. If I'm paying that much, the barista better be sprinkling gold flakes in the foam and giving me free Wi-Fi for life. Dubai looks like the future. But here's the question, the future for who? Because while you're sipping overpriced cappuccinos and enjoying zero taxes, there are rules, strict ones, and costs that go way beyond your wallet. So today, we're unpacking why everyone and their startup co-founder is moving to Dubai in 2025, and whether it's really the ultimate digital nomad dream or just an Instagram filter hiding a messier reality. Let's rewind. Dubai wasn't always this glittering sci-fi fever dream. A few decades ago, it was a desert fishing village with more camels than skyscrapers. Then oil money showed up like the fairy godmother from Cinderella. Except instead of turning pumpkins into carriages, it turned sand dunes into indoor ski resorts. But here's the thing. Oil isn't the forever plan. The world's moving toward clean energy, and the UAE knows it can't just keep selling gas while everyone else is driving Teslas. So now they've cooked up a plan B. Turn Dubai into the world's flashiest playground for tourists, entrepreneurs, and, you guessed it, remote workers. In 2021, Dubai launched the remote work visa. And honestly, it was kind of genius. While other countries were still Googling what is a digital nomad, Dubai basically said, bring your job, bring your laptop, bring your weird little ergonomic keyboard if you must. Just live here. Spend money here, and enjoy the air conditioning. Fast forward to 2025, and it's even bigger. They've streamlined the process, made it easier to apply, and now it's pulling in everyone. Freelance video editors, startup founders, crypto bros who still insist this time it's different. All legally allowed to stay, work, and post aesthetic beach office photos without sweating visa renewals. And let's be real, most nomads are tired of hopping borders every 3 months playing visa hot potato. Dubai's like, relax, we've got Wi-Fi faster than your patience, and yes, the tap water won't kill you. Welcome home. And Dubai's not alone in this glow up. Saudi Arabia is literally building NEOM, a city that looks like someone gave Elon Musk a blank check and too much Red Bull. Qatar's rolling out visas to keep its World Cup buzz alive. And Bahrain is quietly like, hey, we've got beaches too. The Gulf is basically in a talent show, and the prize is you, remote worker with a MacBook and a dream. Think about it. Oil built the fortune, but digital nomads are the new investment. Instead of barrels of crude, they're betting on barrels of iced lattes, co-working memberships, and overpriced Airbnbs. And honestly, it might just work. So yeah, this is the shift. Dubai's not just that layover city where you eat airport shawarma before your next flight. It's angling to be the capital of remote work, at least if you can handle the heat, the rules, and the price tag. Because here, the desert isn't empty anymore. It's full of opportunity, and like 6 malls bigger than your entire hometown. All right, let's be honest. Dubai didn't suddenly become the digital nomad hotspot just because they put up a few palm trees and built a giant tower. No. People are moving here in droves because the perks sound like they were written by a marketing intern on too much caffeine. First up, the headline act, zero income tax, none, nada, zilch. You could make 6 figures freelancing in your pajamas, and not a single cent goes to the government. Now, sure, you'll pay through the nose for rent, food, and that latte we already cried about earlier, but at least you won't feel like your paycheck is being mugged the second it clears. And if you're from somewhere like the US or Western Europe, where taxes feel like a form of legalized robbery, this sounds like paradise. Then there's the safety factor. Crime here is so low, it almost feels suspicious. People leave their cars running while they pop into a shop. You could drop your phone in the mall and someone would literally chase you down to give it back. Try that in New York. You're never seeing that phone again. Here, you'll sleep easy knowing your biggest threat is the heat, not your neighbors. And let's talk lifestyle. Dubai has basically gamified luxury. Want to eat sushi on a skyscraper rooftop? Easy. Want to ski indoors when it's 110 degrees outside? Done. Want to withdraw literal gold bars from an ATM? Yeah, that's real. Google it. It's like the city sat down and asked, what would a billionaire's fever dream look like? And then just built it. Connectivity is another huge perk. Dubai's airport is one of the busiest in the world, meaning you're basically a flight away from everywhere. Europe, Asia, Africa. It's like being in the center of the map. And the internet? Blazing fast. None of that Nomad struggle where your Zoom call drops because 3 other people decided to stream Netflix. But beyond all that, it's the vibe. You're not just in a city, you're in a global hub. Walk into a cafe, and you'll hear 5 different languages before you order your coffee. The expat community is massive. It feels international, ambitious, futuristic, like you're part of something that's still being built. There's this energy that says, the future is here, and we're all just beta testing it together. Of course, there's a catch. There's always a catch. But in terms of pure selling points, Dubai checks a lot of boxes. No taxes, extreme safety, luxury that borders on ridiculous, and a spot on the map that makes traveling anywhere ridiculously convenient. It's easy to see why so many people are falling for the pitch. But here's the million-dollar question. Is it all sustainable? Because as much as Dubai markets itself as a nomad paradise, there are cracks in the gold-plated surface. And if you're thinking of moving here, you'd better know what those cracks look like. Okay, so far, Dubai sounds like heaven on earth, right? No taxes, no crime, luxury dripping from every skyscraper. But here's the part that travel influencers kind of conveniently skip. Living in Dubai comes with some very real catches. And depending on who you are, these catches might feel less like fine print and more like a neon warning sign flashing over your head. First up, cost of living. Yeah, you're not paying income tax, but don't think you're suddenly Scrooge McDuck diving into a pool of money. Dubai has a way of prying that cash out of you in other forms. Rent, sky high, groceries, imported and marked up like they were delivered by carrier pigeon. Nights out? Hope you enjoy spending like it's your birthday every single weekend. If you're not earning big, you're not living big. You're just broke in a luxury city, and let me tell you, being broke in a luxury city is a whole different kind of sad. You know that feeling when you check out at Whole Foods and your soul leaves your body? Yeah, Dubai's like that, but every store is Whole Foods. Now money's one thing, but then there are the laws. Dubai isn't exactly a do-whatever-you-want kind of place. This is not Vegas, this is not Berlin, this is Dubai. Public behavior? Watched. Drinking? Controlled. Posting the wrong thing online? Risky. I mean, people have gotten in trouble for way less than you'd expect. You know that snarky tweet you fired off at 2 a.m.? Here, that could literally decide your weekend plans or your deportation schedule. And let's talk about the weather, because oh boy, if you think you're prepared for heat, you're not. We're not talking nice summer tan heat. We're talking the sun is trying to assassinate you personally. Heat? Step outside in July and you'll melt faster than an ice cube at a sauna convention. No, really, it's fine. Totally manageable. I only turned into soup 3 times this week. And the biggest catch of all? Freedom. In the West, people complain about taxes, but live for their personal liberties. In Dubai, it's flipped. You get to keep your money, sure, but you're trading some of that freedom to do whatever you want. Free speech? Limited. Political opinions? Careful. Even PDA? Better keep it subtle. It's one of the safest cities on the planet. But that safety comes with cameras, rules, and eyes everywhere. So here's the truth. Dubai can absolutely be paradise if you're wealthy, disciplined, and willing to play by the rules. But if you're picturing the cheap, carefree nomad life where you're sipping coconuts on the beach like in Bali, wrong movie. Dubai isn't set up for that. It's set up to make you feel like royalty, as long as you can afford the crown and know when to zip it. That's the catch. It's not about whether Dubai's perfect or terrible. It's whether you're built for it. Because here, the line between dream life and stressful nightmare is thinner than the foam on that $15 latte. Dubai may be in the spotlight, but it's not the only Gulf city chasing the digital nomad crown. The whole region is rolling out mega projects like they're competing in some futuristic talent show. Each country trying to one-up the other with bigger, bolder, and shinier promises. Saudi Arabia is leading the spectacle with NEOM. If you've never seen the renders, imagine a city so over the top, it makes Blade Runner look modest. Think, mirrored walls stretching for 100 miles, robotic taxis zipping around like sci-fi extras, and neighborhoods stacked like Legos. The flagship piece is The Line, a city that's 100 miles long and 200 meters wide. Some people call it the future of civilization. Others call it a PowerPoint project gone rogue. And if it ever does get built, Dubai, the place that literally put a ski slope inside a mall, could end up looking old school. Yeah, chew on that. Meanwhile, Qatar is riding the momentum from the World Cup. They've got brand new infrastructure, a taste for global recognition, and now they're dangling visas to keep the buzz alive. Then there's Bahrain. Smaller, yes, but they're aiming to attract expats with finance-friendly policies and a softer landing for people priced out of Dubai. This isn't just posturing. The Gulf knows its geography is prime real estate, smack between East and West, perfectly placed for anyone running international business. If they can become the place where remote workers and startups plant themselves, they're not just filling coffee shops, they're rewriting their global identity. Translation: Europe's got Lisbon, Asia's got Bali, and the Middle East wants to be the VIP lounge in between, with slightly less coconuts. So where does that leave Dubai? Still way out front. Saudi Arabia can make glossy trailers and grand promises, but Dubai already has the skyscrapers lit up, the airports buzzing, and the expats Instagramming from poolside co-working spaces. They're not pitching a dream, they're selling reality. Dubai still holds the edge, plain and simple. It's had decades to polish its brand, and in 2025, it's doubling down. Luxury, tourism, startups, nomad visas. It's all bundled together in a neat tax-free package. That doesn't mean the competition won't matter. If Saudi manages to turn even half its blueprints into real cities, it could steal the spotlight fast. And if Qatar or Bahrain find ways to undercut Dubai's prices while keeping the perks, nomads will notice. But for now, Dubai's running the show, and the rest of the Gulf is scrambling to catch up. Up until now, Dubai probably sounds like a nomad fever dream: safety, luxury, and tax-free living. But every paradise has its shadows. And Dubai's shadows aren't exactly small. Let's start with the elephant in the room: human rights. The glossy skyline of Dubai wasn't built by billionaires. It was built by migrant workers. And a lot of those workers live under conditions that would make most nomads' jaws drop. We're talking cramped housing, long hours in extreme heat, and paychecks that barely scratch the surface of the wealth they helped create. While you're sipping cocktails at a rooftop bar, there's an entire workforce powering the city you'll never see. You like skyscrapers? Cool. Just remember, someone risked their life in 115-degree heat to bolt those glass panels into place. And no, they weren't getting paid in lattes. Then there's the question of surveillance. Dubai is safe, remarkably safe. But safety here comes with a side of constant monitoring. Cameras everywhere, social media posts under watch. Free expression? Limited. If you're used to tweeting whatever crosses your mind at 3 a.m., maybe don't. A sarcastic meme in the wrong direction could do more damage than you expect. The same goes for personal freedoms, things people barely think about in the West, like criticizing politics, showing affection in public, or speaking out, can be risky here. For most visitors, it's not a problem. But for digital nomads planning to live here, that's a huge shift in lifestyle. You trade certain freedoms for security, and not everyone's okay with that bargain. And let's not gloss over gender equality or LGBTQ+ rights. For all of Dubai's progress in branding itself as modern and global, there are still laws and cultural norms that make life difficult for groups that enjoy more protections elsewhere. It's the kind of thing you won't see in flashy promo videos, but it matters if you're thinking of putting down roots. Because yeah, the skyline is futuristic, but the rules? Not always caught up to 2025. Finally, let's circle back to the hype machine. Dubai markets itself as the ultimate playground for nomads. But the truth is more complicated. You'll see plenty of Instagram reels with rooftop pools and drone shots of yachts. What you won't see is the fine print, the restrictions, the inequalities, and the fact that much of the luxury is built on a system that doesn't treat everyone equally. So, controversies? Dubai has them, serious ones, and ignoring them would be like talking about the Titanic without mentioning the iceberg. For some nomads, the trade-offs are worth it. For others, they're deal breakers. At the end of the day, Dubai's future as a nomad hub isn't just about glitzy marketing or tax breaks. It's about whether the city can reconcile its shiny image with the realities behind the curtain. All right, we've pulled back the curtain, sifted through the sparkle, and yep, Dubai's not as simple as it looks on Instagram. On one hand, it's glittering towers, endless luxury, and zero taxes. On the other, it's sky-high costs, strict rules, and shadows that don't make it onto the tourist brochures. So what does that actually mean for you? The person wondering if 2025 is the year you trade your apartment in Berlin or Austin for a glass high-rise in the desert. Let's think about it. If you're someone who craves structure, safety, and a sense of living in the center of the world, Dubai might feel like the dream scenario. You'll meet people from every corner of the globe. You'll have world-class amenities at your doorstep, and you'll enjoy a lifestyle that's hard to replicate anywhere else. But if you're more of the free-spirited, rules are made to be bent type, that same city might feel suffocating. The safety comes with surveillance. The comfort comes with costs. The glamour comes with expectations. You can live here, yes, but it's not a place that bends to you. You bend to it. Think of Dubai like a luxury hotel. Everything's pristine, everything's impressive, but it's still someone else's house. You don't get to rearrange the furniture. You play by their rules, or you check out. There's also the question of sustainability. Sure, the perks are incredible right now, but can Dubai keep attracting nomads if the costs climb higher and higher? Will people still want to come if cheaper, more relaxed options like Portugal or Thailand keep pulling in crowds? Or will Dubai double down on being the luxury choice? The place you go not just to live, but to be seen living. And then the moral side. Some people will look at the controversies, migrant workers, freedom issues, human rights, and say, nope, not for me. Others will shrug, focus on their own life, and say the trade-offs are worth it. Neither answer is wrong, but it's a question worth asking before you hop on a flight. Because in the end, it's not really about Dubai, it's about you. What do you value more, freedom or security? Comfort or flexibility? Savings or principles? There's no right or wrong, just what you're willing to trade. So, is Dubai the future of nomad life? Maybe. For some, it's everything they've ever wanted. For others, it's a glittering cage. The real test isn't whether Dubai can sell the dream. It's whether you're ready to live with the reality. So there you have it, Dubai in 2025. A place where the future is now, the taxes are zero, and the lattes still cost too much. For some people, it's a dream worth chasing. For others, it's a little too shiny, a little too strict, and a little too expensive. But hey, that's the beauty of nomad life. You get to choose your stage. Now, If you've been nodding along or arguing with me in your head this whole time, don't just click away. Drop it in the comments. Would you actually move to Dubai? Or does it feel like a 5-star vacation spot you'd rather keep as a layover? I read through these, and trust me, the debates are half the fun. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Nova, your guide through the world of living abroad. If you like this breakdown, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we're diving into nomad hubs all over the world. Some affordable, some futuristic, and some just plain weird. Also, if you want to go deeper, we've got a school community where we swap advice, resources, and occasionally cry about visa paperwork together. You'll find the link in the description. So, yeah, smash like, drop your hot takes in the comments, check out the community, and maybe share this with that one friend who thinks moving to Dubai will automatically make them an Instagram influencer. You know the one. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and remember, paradise always comes with fine print.